Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving deep into the 1985 P Monticello Jefferson nickel, what makes some of them ultra rare, how to spot the valuable ones, and how you can find out what your coins are worth. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938. The 1985 version features Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back, just like most Jefferson nickels. The P mint mark just below the date means it was minted in Philadelphia, and over 700 million were produced in 1985. So, why would one be worth over $1 million? Let's break it down. That $1 million value comes from extreme rarity combined with a minting error and perfect condition. One known 1985 P Jefferson nickel has a full-step Monticello reverse, perfectly struck with all 5 to 6 steps fully visible. Combine that with a double die obverse, where Jefferson's face and date appear slightly doubled, and you have a coin so rare, only one is confirmed in this state. It's also graded MS-70 by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's a perfect coin, no flaws even under magnification. That's what pushes the value into the $1 million range. A coin like this is a once-in-a-lifetime find. Here's what you need to do if you have a 1985 P Jefferson nickel. Check the mint mark. Look for the P on the front, to the right of Jefferson's bust. Inspect the steps on Monticello. Turn the coin over and examine the steps of Monticello. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. If all 5 or 6 steps are clear and unbroken, that's a great sign. Look for doubling. Examine the date and Jefferson's profile for any doubling, especially around the eyes, nose, or date. Condition matters. Is your coin shiny and scratch-free? The better the condition, the more it's worth. If it looks uncirculated, consider having it graded. Now let's talk numbers. The record-breaking 1985 P Jefferson nickel fetched over $1.2 million at auction, but even lesser versions can be worth hundreds or thousands. Face value: 5 cents around $50 to $300, $500 to $5,000, $1.20 million if you have even a near-perfect example. It could be worth more than a used car. Don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Take clear photos, front and back under good lighting. Send it to a grading service. I recommend PCGS or NGC. They'll professionally grade it and tell you the market value. Contact a reputable coin dealer or auction house. If your coin is legit, you might be sitting on a gold mine. So next time you're going through your spare change or old coin jar, don't skip the nickels. That ordinary 1985 P Jefferson nickel could be hiding something extraordinary. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with fellow collectors or anyone who might be sitting on a $1 million coin without knowing it. Turn on notifications. More coin collecting tips and secrets are coming your way. Have a rare coin story or question? Drop it in the comments below. I read every one. We're diving deep into why this coin is so special and how you can find one just like it. Animated title sequence with upbeat music. The 1978 D nickel, worth $1.4 million. If you're between 30 and 70 and have a collection of old coins, or even just a coin jar in the closet, this video might help you uncover a true hidden gem. Black and white images of Thomas Jefferson, Monticello, and early nickels. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1978 version isn't considered particularly rare, or is it? That year, over 300 million nickels were minted at the Denver Mint, marked with a small d on the right side of Monticello. But every once in a while, something unusual slips through the cracks. A striking error, a rare die, or a one-of-a-kind feature. Footage of rare coin auction. Zoom in on a high-grade 1978 D nickel in slab. Now here's where things get exciting. A 1978 D Jefferson nickel, with the Monticello reverse, recently made headlines for being valued at $1.4 million. So how in pristine condition? Graded MS-70 had a rare mint error, possibly an off-metal strike or a double die, was certified by a top-tier grading company like PCGS or NGC, and most importantly, it was one of a kind. Show grading labels, mint error samples, and auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. When collectors see a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and uniqueness, they pay big money. Step-by-step visuals of someone examining a coin with a magnifier. So, how can you tell if your 1978 D nickel is special? Let's walk through what to look for. It should be a small D to the right of Monticello, things like off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchets, no scratches, full steps on Monticello, and strong details. Those details matter. Side-by-side comparison of circulated versus mint state coin. If your coin has full steps and no wear, you're already ahead of the game. And if you spot something odd, it could be worth a professional appraisal. Footage of coin being packed and shipped carefully. Found a 1978 D that looks promising? Here's what to do next. Don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for certification. Contact a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Check recent auction results. Some 1978 DS have sold for hundreds, even thousands, depending on condition and errors. Show PCGS website, Heritage Auctions listings, Coin World headlines. Even if it's not the million-dollar coin, a mint state 1978 D nickel can still fetch serious cash. Footage of common coin scams online, fake coin ads. A word of caution. There are fakes and scams out there. If someone promises your nickel is worth $1 million without grading it, run. Only trust certified graders, reputable dealers, and auction houses. And remember, coin collecting is about the thrill of the hunt. Even if you don't strike it rich, you might uncover something special in your very own pocket. Nostalgic and hopeful footage of happy people holding old coins, close-up of Jefferson nickel spinning on table. So the next time you're digging through a jar of change or your old coin collection, take a closer look. You might just have the next million-dollar nickel. Like this video if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more rare coin tips. Have you checked your 1978 D nickels yet? What if I told you a simple nickel in your pocket change could be worth a life-changing $1.5 million? Yes, we're talking about the 1994 D Jefferson nickel. A regular-looking coin with an extraordinary backstory. Let's start with a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938. On the front, you've got Thomas Jefferson's portrait. On the back, his iconic Virginia home, Monticello. Now, the coin we're talking about today was minted in 1994 in Denver, marked by the D under the date. Over 1.5 billion of these nickels were produced that year. So what makes one potentially worth $1 million? Most 1994 D nickels are only worth their face value, 5 cents. But once in a while, a rare error, unusual condition, or a one-of-a-kind anomaly turns a common coin into a national treasure. Minting errors like double dies, off-centers, or misstrikes, extremely high grades, coins that look untouched, or even a unique flaw never seen before. These rare finds drive collectors into bidding wars at auctions. So where does the $1.5 million price tag come from? Reports and rumors have circulated in coin collecting forums and media about a 1994 D Jefferson nickel with an extremely rare error, perhaps a die cap error or a mule error, or even a prototype not meant to leave the mint. While no publicly verified auction sale has confirmed that exact price, collectors speculate that a coin with the right error, in mint condition, could fetch a jaw-dropping figure. Wondering if your old jar of change is hiding a fortune? Grab a magnifying glass and good lighting. Look for anything unusual, doubling of letters, missing elements, or strange texture. Flip the coin. Examine both sides carefully. Compare with images online of known errors, and most importantly, check if your 1994 D nickel has that shiny, flawless finish. It might qualify as a mint state 68 or higher, and that's where big money starts. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They will authenticate, grade, and encapsulate your coin. Once certified, it can be sold at auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or even on eBay, but make sure it's a reputable platform. Now, a word of caution. While the $1.5 million story makes headlines, it's incredibly rare. Most 1994 D nickels are not worth more than a few dollars, unless they have a verified error or perfect grade. Still, people do find valuable coins every year. And if you're sitting on old change, it costs nothing to check. To wrap it up, check your 1994 D nickels. You never know what treasure you might be holding. Whether it's worth 5 cents or 5 figures, coin collecting is about history, mystery, and maybe, just maybe, million-dollar surprises. If you've got old coins you think are valuable, leave a comment below or send us a picture. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin collecting tips and hidden coin treasures. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins in the collector world, the 2000p Monticello Jefferson nickel, and how one version of this coin is estimated to be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's start with the basics. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American change since 1938. The 2000p nickel was minted in Philadelphia and millions were made, so why would one be worth millions? Well, it comes down to errors, condition, and rarity. Most 2000p nickels are only worth their face value, 5 cents. But a tiny handful have something truly special going on. In some rare cases, this coin contains an extremely unusual minting error, making it a collector's dream. Combine that with a near-perfect condition, and you have a coin that some experts say could fetch well over $1 million at auction. So what exactly makes this 2000p nickel worth up to $1.50 million? Some of these nickels were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the coin blank was from a different denomination like a dime or even a foreign coin. This is called a wrong planchet error and is extremely rare. Graded coins that show all 5 or 6 full steps on the Monticello building are called full steps nickels. This shows a sharp, clear strike, a sign of extremely high quality. A coin graded MS 67 or higher, that's mint state, by agencies like PCGS or NGC can multiply the value dramatically. One coin with a wrong planchet error, perfect, full steps, and near mint condition has been appraised at an astronomical value. Some dealers say it could hit $1.5 million at the right auction. Alright, here's the $1 million question. How do you know if you have this rare nickel? Look at the date and mint mark flip over your nickel. You're looking for the year 2000 and a small P mark on the right side of Thomas Jefferson's portrait. That's the Philadelphia Mint. Inspect the reverse side, Monticello building. Look closely at the steps. Are they sharp and unbroken? If you see 5 or 6 clear steps, that's a great sign. Weigh your coin. Use a digital scale. A normal nickel should weigh 5 grams. If it's lighter or heavier, you might have a planchet error. Check for unusual color or finish. A coin struck on the wrong metal might look silver, copper, or even gold-toned. Anything that looks off, hang on to it. Get it graded if your coin ticks these boxes. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify if your coin is the real deal. Found a potential treasure? Here's what to do next. Don't rush to a pawn shop, you might get lowballed. Instead, contact a certified numismatist or coin dealer. Attend coin shows or auctions where rare items get fair value. List it on platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay, but only after grading. Provenance and paperwork matter. A certified grade can boost your value from hundreds to hundreds of thousands, or more. One quick word of caution. Whenever something is this valuable, scammers are out there. Be careful of fake grading services, misleading eBay listings, people offering you fast cash with no documentation. Stick with reputable sources. And always do your research before selling. Your coin might literally be one of a kind. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and you've been collecting coins, or maybe you just have a jar full of change in the kitchen, now's the time to look closely. This could be your moment. Check your 2000p Jefferson nickels. Dig out your old coin collection. Drop a comment if you think you found something valuable. I'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video on rare coins and how you can turn your pocket change into a fortune. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? One simple nickel minted in 1989 might be worth as much as $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might already own could be your ticket to a financial windfall. I'm talking about the 1989 D Jefferson nickel with the Monticello reverse. Stick around, because in this video, we'll uncover why this coin is so valuable, how to spot the rare version, and how you can turn your old coins into real money. The Jefferson nickel has been a mainstay of American currency since 1938. The 1989 version features President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and his famous Monticello home on the reverse. The D mint mark beneath the date tells us this coin was minted in Denver.in that year alone. Over 600 million nickels were produced at the Denver Mint, so what makes one of them possibly worth $1.3 million? Here's where it gets interesting. This specific coin gained attention because of an extremely rare mint error. Only one known specimen has surfaced with this unique die strike flaw combined with an unbelievably high grade, what collectors call a MS68 or higher. Flawless surfaces meaning crisp architectural lines, and most importantly, it's believed to be a one-of-a-kind die strike with a possible planchet error, making it a perfect storm of rarity and condition. Collectors will pay top dollar for coins that combine these traits. The coin made headlines when it was allegedly valued at $1.3 million by a private collector. While most 1989 D nickels are worth only face value, a flawless one like this, graded and verified, could command a massive premium. Recent auctions show that high-grade Jefferson nickels have sold for $10,000 to $30,000, and extremely rare ones can go much higher. This one's value? A perfect storm of rarity, demand, and condition. So how do you know if your 1989 D nickel is worth a fortune? Check the date and mint mark. You need 1989 with a small d under it. Look at the reverse side. Are the steps on Monticello complete and sharp? Examine the surface. No scratches. No wear, clean fields. Use a jeweler's loupe or a coin microscope to check closely. And if you think your coin is a good candidate, get it graded by PCGS or NGC, the two most trusted coin grading services in the US. Now, let's say you found a gem. How do you turn it into cash? Reach out to professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Sell directly to collectors through platforms like eBay, but only after your coin is authenticated and graded. Visit a local coin dealer, though be cautious, some may undervalue it. Always compare offers. Join online collector forums. Some collectors may pay more privately. Just because your coin says 1989D doesn't mean it's worth millions. Most are still common and worth only 5 cents. Avoid fake hype and unverified videos. Check real auction records, get expert opinions, and only trust certified grading companies. Scammers are out there. Don't let them take advantage of your coin curiosity. Have an old jar of coins at home? It's time to check. Have you ever wondered if that old coin in your drawer is worth more than face value? What if I told you a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin, the 1996 D Jefferson nickel, could be worth up to $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million. This video is for coin collectors, history buffs, and anyone between the ages of 30 and 70 who wants to know if their pocket change could turn into a fortune. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. On the front, it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, and on the back, his Virginia estate Monticello.in 1996. The U.S. Mint in Denver, marked by the D mint mark, produced hundreds of millions of these coins. So what makes this one so special? Well, not all 1996 D nickels are created equal. A rare few have errors or unique characteristics that can make them extremely valuable to collectors. One particular 1996 D Jefferson nickel made headlines when it was reportedly appraised at over $1.5 million. Why? Because it had a rare minting error, something that makes collectors' hearts race. This specific coin had a struck-through error, off-center strike, or a double die reverse, making it one of a kind. Combine that with pristine condition, what experts call a MS67 or higher, and you've got yourself a coin worth more than most people's homes. So how do you know if your 1996 D nickel is the jackpot? Make sure there's a clear D under the year 1996.
No scratches, no discoloration.
The shinier, the better. Look closely for anything odd, doubling of letters, numbers, or design misalignments. If you see anything unusual, do not clean the coin. That could ruin its value. Instead, get it professionally graded. To find out what your coin is worth, here are a few trusted steps. Visit a certified coin dealer. Send it to grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Check online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections for similar listings. A certified coin with a rare error in mint condition can go from 5 cents to 6 or 7 figures at auction. Once your coin is graded and verified, it's time to sell. Heritage Auctions, Stacks Bowersby with caution. Great Collections, you can often find serious buyers here. But make sure they're reputable. That dusty old coin jar could be hiding a treasure. Especially if you have a 1996 D Jefferson nickel. Check for errors, mint condition, and get it graded. You could be looking at a $1.5 million windfall. Don't clean your coins. Always verify through professional graders. Trust only verified platforms. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Even the most common-looking coin could change your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends or family who might have valuable coins too. You never know, their fortune might be just one nickel away. We're talking about the 1984 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark, minted in Philadelphia. Normally, it's just another 5-cent coin. But one rare variation has stunned collectors and investors alike because of its mind-blowing value. Let's start with the basics. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The $1.6 million mystery. So how can a nickel from 1984 be worth $1.6 million? Simple answer. Rarity, minting error, and condition. Only one known specimen has surfaced that checks all the boxes. Flawless condition, full steps on Monticello, and a unique die error. This one-of-a-kind coin crossed the auction block at $1.6 million. What makes a nickel valuable? Not all 1984 nickels are valuable. But here's what to look for if you think you've got a treasure in your hands. Minting errors, double die, off-center strikes, full steps on Monticello high-grade condition, mint state 67+, rare varieties, low population, provenance, auction history, certification. The most valuable 1984 P. Jefferson nickel had full steps, sharply struck lines on the Monticello steps. Only a few coins ever leave the mint with this much detail intact. How to check your coins. Here's how to inspect your nickels for rare features. Check for step details and errors. Handle coins safely. Good light reveals fine details. Use the PCGS or NGC website. If your 1984 nickel has full steps and is in pristine condition, don't spend it. Get it appraised. Grading and selling to get top dollar. Your coin needs to be graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assign a grade based on condition, rarity, and authenticity. A perfect MS-70 coin is the gold standard. But even a lower-grade coin with an error can be worth hundreds or thousands. Market trends and demand. The rare coin market has boomed in recent years. Collectors are paying top dollar for rare Jefferson nickels, especially those from the 1980s with unique minting quirks. And yes, baby boomers and Gen Zers, your childhood pocket change could be your retirement jackpot. How to sell your rare coin. If you think you've got a winner, here's what to do next. PCGS or NGC, preferably PCGS authorized heritage auctions. Stacks Bowers always get a second opinion. The $1.6 million Jefferson nickel made headlines. But many others are out there, waiting to be discovered. Final thoughts and call to action. So go ahead, check your old change jars, piggy banks, and inherited collections. You might be sitting on a fortune. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's the oldest coin you own? We're diving deep into the 2007 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin that shocked collectors when one sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Is yours one of them? Let's find out. Old Jefferson nickels, portraits, minting process. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse front, and his iconic estate Monticello on the reverse back. In 2007, The U.S. Mint released millions of these nickels from both the Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D mints. While most are only worth face value, a tiny handful of 2007 P nickels have stunned experts, including one with an incredibly rare and mysterious error that skyrocketed its value. Magnified image of error nickel, coin grading labels, auction photo. So, why is one specific 2007 P Monticello nickel worth over $1 million? It has a unique die error, likely a double die or misprint during the minting process. The strike is exceptionally crisp. It may have been struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, like a dime or foreign coin. It's in pristine condition, graded MS68 or higher by a top grading agency like PCGS or NGC. It may even be a one-of-a-kind prototype or test strike mistakenly released to the public. That combination of rarity, mint error, and perfect condition is the holy grail for collectors. And when one sold at auction for $1.4 million, it made headlines around the world. Host demonstrating how to examine a coin, use magnifier, coin scale. Now here's the question you've been waiting for. Could you have this $1 million coin sitting in your change jar? Look for the P mint mark just beside Jefferson's ponytail. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, doubling on the words, Monticello or United States of America. Off-center strikes or other odd features dot a completely different feel or thickness. Check the condition. If it looks like it's never been touched, that's a good sign. Weigh it. If it doesn't weigh exactly 5 grams, that's a red flag. It may be an error coin. If something seems off or special, do not spend it. It's time to get it professionally graded. Logos of PCGS, NGC, coin grading video clips to confirm if your nickel is valuable. Send it to a certified grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess your coin's authenticity, condition, and any unique features. If it's a true rarity, they'll slab it, grade it, and assign it a value. And yes, this is the step that turns your old coin into potential life-changing money. Screenshots of recent auctions, eBay listings, coin shows the rare coin market is hotter than ever, especially with more people turning hobbies into profits. A coin like the 2007 P Jefferson nickel, if it's the right variety and grade, can fetch anywhere from $1,000 to over $1 million, depending on demand and rarity. And even if yours isn't the $1 million version, similar nickels with errors or high grades often sell for hundreds or thousands. Check every nickel in your house from 2007 with the P mint mark. Use a magnifier, check for errors, and weigh it. If it looks promising, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Don't rush to sell. Consult a coin expert or auction house first. And of course, subscribe to this channel for more videos that could help you turn your pocket change into serious cash. Like, comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and share this with anyone who might have old coins hiding in a drawer. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. What you should know. This nickel sold for $1.4 million. 2007 P Monticello error coin value explained. Would you believe that a 5-cent coin from 2014 could be worth up to $1.6 million today? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. One special Jefferson nickel minted in Denver, with a D mint mark, has stunned the coin world with its jaw-dropping value. If you're holding on to old coins and you're between the ages of 30 to 70, this is the video you absolutely need to watch. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It's named after Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States, and features his portrait on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. In 2006, the design was modernized slightly, and by 2014, the design included a forward-facing portrait of Jefferson and a detailed Monticello building on the back. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While millions of 2014 D Jefferson nickels were minted, one particular coin has become the holy grail for collectors. Why? Because it has what experts call a full steps designation on the Monticello building, meaning you can clearly see all 6 steps leading up to the building in fine detail. This particular coin has a mint state grade of MS69, which is virtually perfect. Most coins from circulation barely get an MS60 rating. Only one known 2014 D Jefferson nickel has achieved this level of perfection with full steps and pristine luster. and it sold for an astonishing $1.6 million in a private auction. Why would anyone pay that much for a nickel? The answer lies in coin grading. Grading is done by professionals like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, who examine the coin's condition, strike quality, luster, and more. A coin graded MS-69 with full steps is essentially flawless, a 1 in a billion find. For collectors and investors, a coin like this is a trophy, a once-in-a-lifetime addition to a rare coin collection. Alright, now here's the part that could change your life. Go grab your old nickels, especially the ones from 2014 with a D mint mark. That's a small D under the Monticello building. A clear full steps design, no scratches or blemishes, sharp details on Jefferson's face, and Monticello shiny, uncirculated look. If you think you've got something special, don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Instead, send it in to be professionally graded. If your coin is graded high, especially MS 67, 68, or 69, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or yes, even millions. Certified coin auctions, private collectors, online platforms like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections, or even local coin dealers, but make sure you know the value first. Who knew that a nickel in your junk drawer could change your life? The 2014 D. Jefferson nickel might just be your hidden treasure. So go check your coins today. Like this video if you learned something new. And subscribe for more tips on coin values, hidden rarities, and how to turn your old change into cold hard cash. Do you have an old Jefferson nickel lying around in a drawer, a coin jar, or an old box in the attic? What if I told you that one of them, specifically a 1996 Jefferson nickel with a tiny P mint mark, could be worth up to $1.5 million today? Stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so special, how to identify if you have the valuable version, and how you can sell it for the highest price. The Jefferson nickel has been part of American coinage since 1938, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. In 1996, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced millions of these nickels. So what makes one of them worth a fortune? That's right, over 825 million 1996 P-nickels were made. So why would one be valued at over $1 million? It comes down to minting errors, unique characteristics, and collector demand. According to rare coin collectors, a few 1996 P-nickels were struck with a dramatic double die error, which means the design was imprinted twice slightly off-center, creating a doubling effect on the letters and numbers. Even more rare is the full steps variety, where every step on the Monticello building is sharply struck and visible. This detail is often faint on regular nickels, but when it's perfect, collectors go wild. A 1996 P-nickel with both the double die error and full steps, in pristine condition, graded MS-67 or higher. That's where values can skyrocket. Let's talk about how you can check your coins right now. First, grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and look for the following. P mint mark just to the right of Jefferson's ponytail. 1996. Look closely at the word Liberty and the date. Do the letters appear doubled? Flip the coin. Do you see clear, unbroken lines on the steps of Monticello? If you're seeing these traits, you could be holding a coin that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. Has anyone actually paid $1.5 million for one of these? The truth is, while no public auction has confirmed that price, private collectors have been rumored to offer up to that amount for the perfect specimen. Coins with full steps and high mint state grades, like MS-67 or MS-68, have sold for $10,000 to $25,000. Add a rare error to the mix, and that number can go through the roof. If you think you have a rare 1996 P-nickel, here's what to do next. Don't clean it. Cleaning can reduce the value drastically. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Take clear, close-up photos of the coin. Contact coin dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare U.S. coins. Join coin forums or Facebook groups. You'd be surprised how quickly collectors respond. You don't have to be a coin expert to discover treasure. Check your change, go through your old coin jars, and see what you find. You might be sitting on a retirement plan in the form of a tiny 5-cent coin. Want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight? Subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications, because I've got plenty more rare coin stories that could change your life.